the lawman fired off on the little BD homie. He fired off on him. Boom, without him looking. So when he fired off on him, one of my homeboys fired off on him. When he fired off on him, I fired off on the law. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, RealToon, it's some real money in the room.
Okay, so now you didn't get checked. I did an interview with a guy named OG Percy. You familiar with OG Percy?
Yeah, I know OG Percy. I met OG Percy. I met OG Percy on Fergason. OG Percy used to have a little fro, he had a little size on, you know, he was younger then, you know what I'm saying? I had met OG Percy in visitation. We were going to visitation. And he was like, what's up? He was like, man, what's cracking? And I was like, man, what's cracking? He was like, man, I'm OG Percy, if I do, I'm from that phone, you feel me? And I was like, hey, nigga, I'm 6'0", nigga, I'm from Killeen, you know what I'm saying? But like, I never been on the block that OG Percy was on. I was on medium custody, you know what I'm saying? Closed custody, shit like that. So, like, but, you know, him, like, I used to always see him, he just sent me a pack back there, you know what I'm saying? When I end up going to SIG, you know what I'm saying, after the McMullen situation, OG Percy sent me a little care package back there, you know what I'm saying? A couple of soups, chips, yeah, for sure, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I ended up getting, as me just doing my time, you know, I had my little altercations, you know what I'm saying, with niggas, whatever, you know what I'm saying, little rides, you know what I'm saying, I been in on meeting them custody, rides with the laws, when little BD homie got into it with the laws, you know, say started in the field, we was in whole squad, you feel me, and then we got back, so he called the officer off the horse, told the officer, like, man, get up off that horse, I beat your ass. So the officers, at the time, the COs, the whole squad, they gonna fight though. Them judges gonna fight like a motherfucker, you feel me? They gonna fight, so they'll fight an inmate, you know what I'm saying? So like, when we get back to closed custody, you know what I'm saying? They supposed to squabble one-on-one. So when we get back, instead of that, when we get back to closed custody, the lawman fired off on the little BD homie. He fired off on him. Boom, without him looking. So when he fired off on him, one of my homeboys fired off on him. When he fired off on him, I fired off on the law. You know what I'm saying? This one was on medium custody. So I fired off on the law. So now it just went up in smoke. It just went up in the air. So that's how we broke out in the ride with the laws. You know what I'm saying? With the guards, inmates against the guards. You know what I'm saying? So, man, they came, you know, for a minute, you know. We was rumbling with them. Then, you know, when they started coming in deep, you know, niggas trying to run back to their cells so they can get out the way, get off the scene. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But, yeah, so, like, I always was catching cases. I was always catching cases, so I had stayed in McMullen, Captain Forrest, you know what I'm saying, Keisha Bird at the time, Keisha Smith, Sergeant. I stayed all in their offices, you know what I'm saying. Then Sergeant McQueen, she was gang GI, you know what I'm saying, gang intelligence, you know what I'm saying. So I was on file and everything. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So as 6'0", you know what I'm saying? I'm criminal, so I'm on fire. So any given time, she come down there and pull you out the cell, tear your cell up, look for shit, see if you got, you know what I'm saying, going through your mail. All that shit, man, this is way before they even had phones in the penitentiary.
Had a boyfriend.
We didn't even have phones on the wall at this time in the penitentiary. The blue phones, the phones that the jail give you to call home, we didn't have it. If you ain't have no outside support where a person take time, sit down and hit you with that pen and that letter, man, you was dead. You gonna have to take what the state gonna give you. You gonna have to take what the state gonna give you, and they ain't giving you too much. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you gotta hustle about yourself to make it better. So, you know, I used to stay in McMullen office, cause you know I'm getting into it with the office, cussing officers out. You know what I'm saying? A couple little fighting cases. We used to get on the back of the run and work. You get into it with a nigga. Nigga count time. We gonna get in the back of on the run. We call it the run. All the sales facing run. So we gotta all leave out the day room or whatever and go to the back of the run. They gotta get a head count. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. So how many inmates every few at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, something like that. 7, 8. So like they do a head count. So you got an issue, you get on the back of that run. You know what I'm saying? So the run is so packed cause it's one cell through 26 cell and it's 3 rows and it's 2 to a cell. So man. So you got 175, 50, what? 152 inmates, you feel me, on one run. So like so you get it in back there while he as he doing the head count. It's gonna take a little minute. Niggas back there, you hear skip, you know what I'm saying? They back there working real quick. And that's how it used to be, not only on Meet 'em Cuss, they used to do it on other blocks too, you know what I'm saying, to get away. You know what I'm saying? Unless you just get beat up too bad, well, you can't secure them wounds and hide those wounds or whatever. But at the same time, like, meet them because they know what's gonna take place. They know it's a squabble going down every day. Niggas getting extorted. This before safe prison, man. This before safe prison, man. I was 18, you know what I'm saying? Going on 19. Before the rat on the wall, you had to have some heart. It was solid. It was still. And I was one of those, you know what I'm saying? There was a lot of crib niggas from Fort Worth on the unit at the time. Majority of the crib niggas, you know what I'm saying? Gang was coming out that Metroplex area. So even, you know what I'm saying, if you was gang affiliated come out there, you had to be solid, cause it you know what I'm saying? Cause it was a lot of crips at the time. Then I was there when it started changing, it started getting a lot of bloods. Cause Fergason used to be known for having a lot of crips. But it was bloods over there too, you feel me? Yeah. Beezy, you speak for the block. I know so many niggas, Ricochet, what's bro from the Funk, Short, man. My boy, out Truman. He out Truman. I'm gonna think his name, but I can't even call it, but man, my boy Sid, all these boys, he ain't got time, man. These boys doing life, you know what I'm saying? So, Nuh-uh, I'm gonna think his name. He was out Truman, man. I don't know how I can forget this. Man, the whole time we rocked out over there 6.5 years, he used to come through, man. But yeah. He'll
come back to you.
Yeah, for sure. But like I say, I used to be getting to so much, so I stayed going to court for disciplinary. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up going to closed custody, man, because I caught so many cases. You feel me? So I had got G5. I ain't never make it up to the, you know what I'm saying, G2, where I can go up there and stay in the day room all day. You know what I'm saying? Go to Red. You know what I'm saying? I'm catching cases. They got me in whole squad. It's too high. I ain't going out there. Man, so they talking about, I remember I was in, I was 12. And what was crazy is 12, that was the group I was in host squad. So what was crazy is that 12, I had went down with 12 years, right? And that 12 been on me ever since. I was in cell 12, everything, it was like that 12 kept hitting me every time I turned around. It was like it had something to do with 12, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? So I like, damn, so I never forget certain shit like that, you feel me? So, man, every time they say turn out, I'm turning over, man. I ain't going to work. I ain't going to work, man. I ain't going out there. It's talking about, man, I'm making every excuse I can. Other than write me up, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm still sneaking, going to Red, using somebody's ID, right. Sneaking past, I'm ducking, I'm jumping off the back, I'm jumping off the rails to the neck. I'm climbing down anywhere I can get past this CO to get out there to that rec yard. That's what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Right. You catch me 2 or 3 times. Then when you put me in my cell, I'm finna cuss your bitch ass out, cause Now you in the wrong, hoe ass nigga. I don't give a fuck what you say. You in the wrong. You feel me? You old, bitch. I was out. You know what I'm saying? You let me been out all day when they call wreck. You talking about rack up if you on restriction. Man, come on, man. I ain't nobody trying to hear that, man. I ain't trying to hear that. You feel me? I don't care what it's gonna bring after that. So what? You know what I'm saying? I ain't thinking about it. I don't give a damn at the same time. You feel me? That's how I did my time.